Hi guys, hi, welcome back to my channel, Kenesha Johnson TV. Thank you for stopping by. So as you can tell from the title, in this video I am making Jamaican style stew peas. I'm actually making it with some corned pork. Now you can make this dish with any meat of your choice. Of course, for example, salt beef or oxtail or any meat that you prefer. But for this video, this recipe, I am using some corned pork. All right, so without further ado, let's get right to the video. So it's always best to buy the pork that's already corned or the meat that's already corned. Corned just basically means salted, okay? But because I didn't have that, I actually salted it for about an hour. It was marinating for about an hour, and it's now been cooking for about 45 minutes. So I'm gonna cook it for another 30 minutes, and I'll drain the water, add new water with the peas. I'm using some red kidney beans. They are raw, so I'm going to be including them in the cooking process because the meat has not yet been fully cooked. This is my red kidney beans. They have been soaking for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna have them soak until, of course, the pork is done cooking. It has another 45 minutes to cook, and then I'm going to be incorporating the red kidney beans with the pork. Now, all I've added to this is 2 cups of water, 3 cloves of garlic, and some thyme, and then some pimento as well, which I've cracked. So that's what's going on right there. I have most of the vegetables that I'm going to be using for this dish, and I'll add other things further on. That's what's going on right now. Okay guys, so I've removed the meat from the pot. It's been about, I would say 30-40 minutes. What I'm going to do now, if you notice this part of the meat, this is fat. So I'm going to be cutting the meat into smaller portions, and I'm going to remove most of the fat from the meat, and then I'm going to be adding it back to the peas that are currently cooking. Okay, we don't want all of this fat when we're in our meal. It's just too much. It's okay if you want to keep it, but for me, I'm going to be removing it. Okay, that's what I'm going to be doing now. Okay guys, so this is what the meat looks like after I've trimmed off most of the fat. Now I did leave some of it obviously for flavor, but I'm going to be adding this back to the peas, which are almost done cooking, maybe another 20 minutes. Okay, so I'm going to be adding this to that right now. So we are also going to be adding, I forgot to mention, this coconut milk. You can either use the powder or the actual milk that you get in the tin, or you can, if you have the real coconut. The aroma, oh my goodness, it's so good. This is coming together beautifully. The meat is like almost fully cooked. Okay, at this point I'm going to be adding the rest of my vegetables, my spinners, and the coconut milk. Actually, I'm going to be adding the coconut milk first, okay, and then I'm going to be adding my vegetables, and the spinners will be the last thing that I add to this dish. Friends, I've just added the coconut milk, so that's what's going on. Now it is the powder one that I'm using. The fresh coconut is always best, but I know some of us are in North America, we don't have access to a fresh coconut, right? So we're gonna use what we can. So either the can or the actual powder works as well. So that's what's going on. I've just added it, and I'm going to be adding in my vegetables, and the last thing, like I said, I'll be adding will be the spinners. Okay guys, honestly, oh my goodness, it smells so good. Oh, so good. Okay guys, so my stew peas is the meat and the peas are cooking beautifully. In the meantime, I'm preparing the flour. So I'm going to be adding some dumpling to the mix. This is optional. The way that I do mine, I have about a cup of flour, a quarter cup of cornmeal, and about a teaspoon of salt. So I'm going to be mixing that, and I'm going to be making some spinners. Okay, spinners, dumpling, essentially it's just flour, cornmeal, and salt. And I'm going to be shaping them and then adding them to the mixture. Okay, so that's what I'm about to do. This is the mixture. I'm just mixing it together, mixing it together, mixing it together. Added some water to the dough, so maybe like a quarter cup of water, and I'm just mixing it all together. Okay, now if it's too much water, you can always add more flour. Okay, I think I'm gonna have to do that in this case. I added a little bit too much water, which is fine, so I just need to add some more flour to it. So maybe I'll do like a quarter cup of flour. I'm gonna do that right now. Okay guys, so I've added a little bit more flour, and that's how it is sometimes when you're cooking or baking. Sometimes you have to make adjustments, and that's fine. Do whatever works, okay? So I've added a little bit more flour. Now my dough is exactly how I need it for my spinners, my dumpling. I'm gonna go and check on my meat and peas and then take it from there. Transparency, I've actually left the red peppers out and a little bit of the scallion and a little bit of the onion to add in maybe the last 15 minutes of the meal being cooked. I love to have the fresh taste of the green onions, so that's why I'm actually waiting the last 15 minutes to add this. Okay, but everything else has been added, so I'm just waiting to add the spinners and then this, and then we'll be done. Okay guys, so basically I have my stew peas just simmering because the dumpling is done cooking, everything is done cooking. I'm just like allowing it to come together, so I'm gonna allow it to simmer for maybe about another 5-10 minutes, and then it's good to go. Now you can always pair this with some fried dumplings, some provisions, you know, yam, your banana, whatever you like. But for me, I am going to be pairing it with some steamed white jasmine rice. I just love how it works together. I just love how it tastes together. So that's the plan. I'm going to show you guys how that looks right now. But I hope you enjoyed this vlog. I hope you will try this recipe. Talk to me in the comment section. Let me know if you tried this recipe, what you liked. Thank you guys so much for stopping by, and you made it all the way to the end of the vlog. Thank you very much. I will see you on the next one. Bye for now. Okay guys, so like I said, I've paired this with some jasmine rice. This is what she looks like.